Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, I've been with my company for 20 years. I started as a junior media planner. UM is a media and communication house, so we basically advise clients on what to do with their media and marketing strategy. And I've been leading the company for 9 years now. I started as a person who was planning media in a very mathematical way. So I was planning GRP, reach frequency, and then I saw that some of the campaigns that were achieving the same GRP, reach, and frequency were working, and some of them were not, which then led me to dig deeper into how the psychology of advertising works and how basically consumers work. Because at the end of this line, be it a digital line or be it traditional media line, there's a person, there's a human who actually takes the decision whether to buy something or not. And hence the title of the presentation, Tell Me Why People Buy and How It Changes in Digital Era. So basically, I'd like you to provide you responses to basically just 3 questions. How people change in digital times. And again, I will be talking humans, I will be talking people. We used to call people target audiences, but in fact, there are humans who take certain decisions. And their behavior changes, and I'd like to let you know how. And then why they buy in these times, and how to influence them using the whole digital potential that we right now have at hand. So starting with question 1, how do we change? Well, if we look at technology side, it changes very rapidly. There is a law saying that every 18 months the processor speed doubles, and basically technology goes on quite fast. Are human brains and humans going on that fast, or are we moving in a quite opposite direction? That's the illustration that I think is showing us where we, using this technology, go. And there's also a saying of HD generation. And HD is not high definition in this notion. It's head down. With the digital devices and all the gimmicks and tablets and phones, we very often just look down at the screen. And if we think technologically, we concentrate on the screen. But it's this human that takes decision, of course, looking at the screen. Now, what happens to this human and to all of them? I integrated this into 5 effects, which I put into an acronym, and I'd like my audience to remember everything even without looking at the materials. So I use easy acronyms to put it all into better memory. And for this time, I put the acronym amoeba. It's a bit like the dangerous bacteria, but not that dangerous. But these changes are actually happening to us in the era of digitization. So A would stands for ADHD or ADD. ADD is attention deficit disorder. According to World Health Organization, over millions of people are suffering from that. And that's basically an inability to maintain attention for more like 3 minutes or so without checking your mobile phone, without looking at a screen. I think we all know that. We all suffer from that actually, especially in business world. The M is for memory deficit. When I was in school, in geography, we were learning all the main countries and all their main capitals. Now, if I told my children to learn that, they would say, come on, you can search it in Google. Don't you have Google? Don't you know what Google is? Of course, but it basically limits our memory, because our memory is poorer because of that, because we rely on digital world and on everything being at hand. I stands for impatience. So basically right now, again, we want everything to be available right now. There was, and in digital world, there was a file sharing system a couple of years ago called Rapid Share. And you had 2 options with that. You could download files at a premium charge. So you might pay something instantly, or you could wait like 2 minutes and only then download it, and then it was free. And guess what most people were doing. They were not able to wait for these 2 minutes, even though, you know, if I think about 2 minutes, I can go to a toilet and go back in these 2 minutes. And that's not a tragedy. But I'm impatient and I want it really now.